In last lecture, we are learned about the what is international trade and what is the importance of international trade in economic development of nation. In this lecture, we will learn about the distinguish between domestic trade and international trade. Domestic trade is the trade of goods and services within a country among various states or regions. It is known as interregional trade. Let us take one example, trade between the state of Gujarat and state of Maharashtra. It is known as domestic trade. International trade is the trade of goods and services between two or more countries. It is known as intra-regional trade. It means trade between India and Bangladesh, trade between India and China, trade between India and USA. It is called international trade. In international trade, at a time, any country can trade with the different countries of the world, many countries of the world. There are two views about the distinguish difference between international trade and domestic trade. According to the classical economists, there is a fundamental difference between domestic and international trade. But in the words of modern economists, there is no difference between the international trade and domestic trade. Only there is difference between degree of components, not in kinds of components. Therefore, we can learn what is difference between the domestic trade and international trade, in which first is factor mobility, immobility. The classical economists advocate a separate theory of international trade on the ground that factors of production are freely mobile within each region as between places and occupations, and immobile between countries entering into international trade. There is a complete adjustment to yield differences and factor price disparities within a country with quick and easy movement of labor and other factors from low return to high return sectors. But no such movements are possible internationally due to differences in languages, customs, occupational skills, unwillingness to leave familiar surroundings, family ties, the high traveling expenses to the foreign country, and restrictions imposed by the foreign country on labor immigration. The international mobility of capital is restricted not only by transport cost but by the difficulties of legal redress, political uncertainty, ignorance of the prospects of investment in a foreign country, imperfections of the banking systems, instability of foreign currencies, mistrust of the foreigners. It is also uh, these are also causes behind the immobility of factor. Thus, widespread legal and other restrictions exist in the movement of labor and capital between the countries. But such problems do not arise in the case of interregional trade. Next point is differences in availability of natural resources. Different countries are endowed with different types of natural resources. Hence, they tend to specialize in production of those commodities in which they are richly endowed and trade them with others where such resources are scarce. In Australia, land is abundant, but labor and capital are relatively scarce. On the contrary, capital is relatively abundant and cheap in England, while land is scarce and dear there. Thus, commodities requiring more capital can be produced in England, while commodities requiring more land can be produced in Australia. Thus, both countries can trade each other's commodities on the basis of comparative cost differences in the production of different commodities. Next point is geographical and climatic differences. Every country cannot produce all the commodities due to geographical and climatic conditions except at possibility prohibitive costs. For instance, Brazil has favorable climate for the production of coffee, Bangladesh for jute, Cuba for beet sugar. Therefore, countries having climate and geographical advantages specialize in the production of particular commodities and trade them with others. Mobility of goods. There is also the difference in the mobility of goods between interregional and international markets. The mobility of goods within a country is restricted by only geographical distances and transportation costs. But there are many tariff and non-tariff barriers on the movement of goods between countries. Besides export and import duties, quotas, exchange control, export subsidies, dumping, etc., which restrict the mobility of goods at international plane. Next is differences in currencies. The main difference between the interregional trade and international trade lies in use of different currencies in foreign trade, but the same currency in domestic trade. Moreover, changes in relative value of currencies of different nations is significant measurement. Every time a change occurs in the value of one currency in terms of another, a number of economic problems arise. Besides, different countries follow different monetary and foreign exchange policies which influence the supply of export or demand of import. Next point, problem of balance of payments. The problem of balance of payments is perpetual in international trade while regions within a country have no such problems. This is because there is greater mobility of capital within regions than between countries. Further, the policies which a country chooses to correct its disequilibrium in the balance of payments may give rise to a number of other problems. If it is adopted deflation or devaluation or restrictions on imports of the movement of currency, they create further problems. But such problems do not arise in the case of interregional trade. Next point, different transport cost. Trade between countries involves high transportation cost as against interregionally within a country because of geographical distances between different countries. Uh, Example we can take here, if we make trade with the USA, there will be huge transportation cost than trade between Maharashtra and Karnataka. Next point is different economic environment. Countries differ in their economic environment which affects their trade relations. the legal framework, institutional setup, monetary, fiscal, and commercial policies, factor endowments, production techniques, nature of products, etc. differ between countries. But there is no such difference in the economic environment within a country. Next point is different political groups. A significant distinction between the interregional and international trade is that all regions within a country belong to one political unit, while different countries have different political units. Interregional trade is among people belonging to the same country, even though they may differ on the basis of caste, creeds, religions, taste, or customs. They have a sense of belonging to one nation and their loyalty to the region is secondary. But in international trade, there is no cohesion among nations and every country trades with other countries in its own interest and often to the detriment of others. And last point is different national policies. The policies relating to commerce, trade, taxation is an important difference between the domestic trade and international trade. These policies are the same within a country. But international trade, there are artificial barriers in the form of tariffs, quotas, etc. on the movement of goods and services from one country to another country. Uh, in short, we can say that there is huge difference between the domestic trade in and in international trade because of political boundaries are different, taxation policies are different, political parties also are different, there is mobility in factors of production is different in the domestic trade and in the international trade. Thank you very much.